How's it going, guys? And thank you for joining us for another video on the Car Place YouTube channel. And also, welcome to the very first episode of Car Chats Unscripted with me, your host, Jeremy Moser. Now guys, I'm not sure if you're aware, but I'm actually no car expert. I don't know all the petrol head jargon that's out there, and I'm certainly not a car mechanic. But what I do know is that I love cars, and I'm also a content creator. So I have lots of ideas, comments, and opinions that I'd love to share with all of you guys. It's going to be completely unscripted, off the cuff, and hopefully worth your time. So let's see where it goes. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to see more videos coming out in this series. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright guys, so the first topic in this brand new series is going to be what are some underrated cars that are still super affordable? You know, something that's inexpensive, but still super solid to drive. Maybe something that's a little bit old, but still looks pretty decent on our roads today. Well, I've got 4 vehicles that I've put into a list here, which I'm going to share with you guys in this video today. And hopefully by the end of the video, you can educate me on whether you think I'm right or wrong by leaving us a comment in the comment section down below. So kick back, relax, subscribe to the channel to see more videos coming out in this series, and yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so the first vehicle I have on my list here is of course the 4th generation VW Polo, also known as the Polo 9N. These were produced from 2002 all the way up to 2009, with a mid-cycle refresh or facelift that happened around 2005, where basically they just changed the tail lights and the headlights, and also maybe changed a little bit of the alloy wheel design. Nevertheless, super solid car to drive, and I actually owned one of these way back in the day. If you're looking at the petrol version, you got the 1.2, the 1.4, the 1.6, as well as the 2 litre. If you're looking at the diesel variants, you were only looking at a 1.4 or a 1.9. And for some of you that like 2-door options, that was available as well. Nevertheless, super good and super solid car to have. Alright, let's move on to car number 2. For car number 2, I have the 1st gen Ford Figo. Now, I actually personally own one of these right now. I have a 1.4 litre 2013 Ford Figo 1st generation Trend. The Trend is one above the Ambiente, so it's got a little bit of more features inside the cabin and things like that. Now guys, these were available in both petrol and diesel variants. Unfortunately, no automatic transmission was available in the 1st generation. So if you couldn't drive stick, well, you'd have to look at a 2nd generation Ford Figo. Now, in terms of power, the petrol variant does have slightly more power. You get 62 kilowatts instead of the 51 kilowatts with the diesel variant. Nevertheless, super good value for money car, super easy to drive around city and town and things like that, and definitely belongs on the list of underrated cars. Alright then, moving on to the 3rd vehicle in my list, I have the 1st generation Hyundai i-20. Now, this was produced from 2009 all the way up to 2015. It replaced the Hyundai Getz and was available in both petrol and diesel variants. However, if you have a diesel variant or if you see one, you must know that you're kind of looking at a unicorn because they were really hard to find in South Africa. However, they weren't non-existent. Now, these were also available in 1.2, 1.4 and 1.6. And also manual and automatic transmissions were available as well. In terms of the manual transmission, some of them had a 6-speed manual gearbox, which could be very nice for fuel economy on highways. The 1st gen i-20 also had a facelift done in 2013, where just like the VW Polo, they just changed the headlights and the tail lights and maybe changed the wheel alloy design a little bit as well. Now, I've actually done a review on the 1st generation Hyundai i-20, and to watch that video, click on the link in the top right hand corner now. Nevertheless, super solid car to drive, super reliable, and super good build quality inside and out, which is why it definitely belongs on our list of underrated vehicles. Alright guys, let's move on to the last vehicle on our list today. The last vehicle on my list today is the second generation Honda Jazz. These were produced from 2008 all the way up to 2015, also known as the GE series Honda Jazz. Now, some of you might think that that's actually a Honda Fit, but in South Africa, Honda actually only changed the name to Honda Fit in about 2021. So anything before that is the Honda Jazz, and anything after that is the Honda Fit. I don't know guys, that's just how the global car market works sometimes. It's all marketing if you think about it. Now, I haven't personally driven one of these, but I have driven in one of these, and I must say, I've only heard good things about it, and in my own personal opinion, I think it's one of the most practical cars out there, and certainly one of the most practical cars in this list today. Why, you might ask? Well, the build quality is really good inside and out, just like the Hyundai i20 and actually all of the vehicles in this list today. However, the Honda Jazz has rear seats that can fold completely flat, making it a bit of a van, a small little van. Also, the rear seats could also fold up. So if you wanted to fit taller items in the back or things like that, you were able to do so in the Honda Jazz, making it a really cool practical car. Now you also got the bulletproof i-VTEC engine, which came out in 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, and 1.5, and was available in both manual and automatic transmission. Now the cool thing about the Honda Jazz in this list of cars we have here today is that the Honda Jazz also came out in an automatic CVT transmission, which is basically a smoother automatic version with no fixed gears. So those are the 4 vehicles that I can think of. If you're looking for a sporty feel, I would go for the Polo. If you're looking for great value for money and easy city driving, I would look at the Ford Figo. If you were looking for comfort and features, I'd maybe look at the Hyundai i20. And if you're looking for practicality and solid reliability, I'd maybe be looking at the Honda Jazz. So what do you guys think? Did I miss anything? Is there anything that I left out? Maybe you guys can add to this list. Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching guys. I'm Jeremy Moser. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Subscribe for more videos coming out in this series. And until next time, happy driving.